Choosing a suburb around Wichita sounds simple enough until you actually start looking, because once you get into it, you've got Andover to the east side, Maize pushing you to the west, Derby to the south, Goddard, Valley Center, and Bel Aire, and suddenly what felt like a straightforward decision starts feeling a lot more complicated. And the tricky part is that most of the information out there doesn't really help you narrow it down. It either stays way too surface level or it just tells you that everywhere is great, which isn't all that useful when you're trying to figure out what's best for you and your family. So that's what this video is about. A real honest look about the suburbs around Wichita and the schools, price ranges, and what day-to-day life actually looks like in each one of them. So you can stop guessing and start making a decision that actually fits your family. If we haven't met, I'm Alexa, marketing coordinator here at ReeceNichols South Central Kansas. For each suburb, I'm going to go over 3 things: schools, price, and lifestyle, and tell you exactly who each one of these is best fit for. All right, let's get into it. When most people ask about suburbs around Wichita, Andover is usually one of the first names that come up, and there's a real reason for that. The Andover School District is rated A on niche, the highest in the entire Wichita Metro and 3rd in the state of Kansas. Andover Central High ranks in the top 10 public high schools statewide. Families who move here often talk about the culture, teacher involvement, and the sense that kids are actually known for who they are. The reputation is genuinely earned. The community has a settled, intentional feel. Newer neighborhoods, good parks, and the heritage development adding restaurants, retail, and making the east side feel more complete every year. Now the honest part, Andover carries a price premium. Median home prices are sitting in the mid to upper 300s, and the days on market have been stretching out recently, which tells you that the high end is taking a lot longer to move than it used to. Andover is the right fit if the #1 rated school district in the Wichita Metro is a non-negotiable, and your budget gets you there comfortably. All right, let's head west. Just a few miles down K96, Maize has been building a really strong argument for itself, and the data backs it up. The Maize School District carries an A- rating on niche, 3rd best in the Wichita Metro, and 10th in the state of Kansas. The Career Academy is the thing that stands out most, where students can graduate with dual college credits and hands-on experience in fields like robotics, veterinary science, and healthcare. Median sales prices have been running in the low to mid 300s with a 9% appreciation year over year. You're getting into a market that's still moving upward and a price point that still gives you a budget to breathe. Location is another big piece. Quick access to New Market Square, the Sedgwick County Zoo, and the K96 corridor puts you with what you need in just a few minutes. Maize is the right fit for you if you want a top-tier school district and a well-connected location without paying the Andover premiums to get there. Next up, let's head south. Derby is the largest suburb in the entire Wichita Metro, about 26,000 people, and one of the top 5 fastest growing cities in Kansas. But it doesn't always get the attention that it deserves. The school district pulls a B to B+ grade on niche with a 15-to-1 student to teacher ratio. It's not going to compete with Andover or Maize on ranking, but it's worth an upfront conversation about. This is generally a solid school system that works well for a lot of families. Where Derby really stands out is in price and in lifestyle. Median home prices have been running in the low to mid 200s, the most affordable on the list so far, and the homes have been moving in around 15 days on market. That tells you that buyers are finding real value here. On the lifestyle side, Derby has over 500 acres of parkland, water parks, splash pads, and a strong community calendar that gives it a feel that most suburbs of this size just don't have. Derby is the right fit if you want a suburb with a strong community feel, solid schools, and a price point that gives your family financial breathing room. Next up, let's go west. If there's one suburb on the list that deserves more attention than it gets, it's Goddard. The school district carries an A- ranking on niche, same as Maize, and ranks 5th best in the Wichita Metro. But here's the number that really stands out. Goddard's average test ranking sits in the top 10% of all public schools in the entire state of Kansas. That's not a small thing. Now let's look at the price. Median home prices are running between $258,000 and $274,000, significantly lower than Andover, noticeably lower than Maize, and it's still getting an A- ranked school district and the test scores in the top 10% of the state. That combined is hard to find anywhere else on the list. Lifestyle has a genuine small town feel. Population around 6,000, but you're not giving up convenience. US 400 gives you quick access to West Wichita, and downtown is just 20 minutes away. Goddard is the right fit for you if you want excellent schools, a tight-knit community, and what might be the best value on the entire list. Now, let's head north. North of Wichita, you'll find a suburb with one of the most impressive school stories in the entire video. Valley Center Public Schools are ranked number 2 in the entire state for best teachers on niche. Not second in the Wichita Metro, but second in the state of Kansas. That's out of 279 school districts statewide. For families where teacher quality is the thing that matters most, who is actually standing up in front of your kids every day? That number is hard to ignore. Home prices have been running in the mid to upper 200s, and the area saw a nearly 19% appreciation in one track period. That kind of momentum is really hard to find. And if new construction is on your list, the Park City Corridor is just south of Valley Center and comes with a city incentive program that reimburses 75% of the city property taxes for the first 5 years of ownership. That's real money back in your pocket every year. Valley Center is the right fit if teacher quality is a priority, a small town feel is what you're looking for, and you want your budget to stretch as far as it can go. Coming up, let's stay on the northeast side. Aire is one of those suburbs that tends to fly under the radar, and that might be about to change. It sits on the northeast side of Wichita along the K96 corridor. The median home price is around $328,000 and about a 9% appreciation year over year. But the number that really tells the story is days on market. A year ago, homes were sitting on the market for 122 days, but recently that dropped to 33 days. Buyers' interest here is accelerating, and that's worth paying attention to. On schools, Aire gives you access to Northeast Magnet High School, an A-ranked school and the number 2 high school in the entire Wichita Metro. Just know going into that, it's an application-based, so enrollment is not automatic. Location is another big piece. The Greenwich Corridor, East Side Dining and Retail, and the Ignite K96 Entertainment District, a nearly $200 million development expected to open in 2027, are all right here. Buyers getting into Aire now are getting in ahead of that. Aire is the right fit if you want Northeast Wichita access, strong school options, and a suburb that's gaining momentum at a price point that makes sense. One more to go, and let's finish strong. If getting into a brand new home at the most affordable price point on the list is a priority, Augusta deserves a serious look. About 25 to 30 minutes east of Wichita on US 400, Augusta has its own identity as a genuine small city with its own parks, downtown, and community feel. Families who move here aren't just commuting back and forth, they're actually putting down roots. The new construction story is what makes it stand out. Shadow Ridge offers homes starting in the 200,000s, and the two things that are pretty rare in the Wichita area right now are no special assessments, which can add $200 or more to your monthly payment, and access to this affordable grant program that helps qualified buyers reduce their upfront costs. Brand new construction, no specials, affordability support at a price point that aren't available anywhere else on the list. The honest part. The Augusta School District carries a C+ ranking on niche. If schools are your driving decision, this probably isn't the suburb for you. If affordability and new construction are your priority, the trade-off might make sense. Augusta is the right fit if you want to maximize your budget, if your draw is a small town living, and if you want to make a smart financial decision for your family right now. All right, that's all 7. Now let's bring it home. 7 suburbs, 7 completely different stories. And hopefully what this video shows you is that the right suburb isn't about which name sounds best or which one you've heard the most about. It's about matching what you need and what fits your family best. If schools are everything, Andover and Maize are hard to beat. If value is a priority, Goddard and Derby are making a strong case right now. And if you want to get ahead where the northeast side is heading, Aire is worth a serious look. And if a brand new home and an affordable price is your goal, then Augusta might be the surprise for you. Every single one of these suburbs has people who choose it intentionally and love living there. The goal is just to make sure that you end up with the place that's the right fit for you. If you have questions about any of these areas or want to talk through any of the suburbs that might actually fit your situation, our team here at ReeceNichols South Central Kansas is here to help. All of our contact information is in the description below. And if you want more videos breaking down Wichita neighborhoods, schools, and what they're really like living there, make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss out on what's next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.